early ages, I was in foster care, in and out of multiple homes. I didn't have a dad, and my mom kind of went down her own path. I ended up getting put in foster care when I was about 5 or 6, and I kept going in and out. Sometimes it was like 7 or 8 houses a year. There was one year where I got like up to like 10 or 11. My mom would do good, she'd get us back, and then my mom would go down again, and then I'd go back into foster care. So when I was about 11 years old, me and my mom got in a deal, and my mom locked me in my room. She tied one of the door handles to another door handle with a rope. I really had to use the restroom. I was in there for like 6 hours at least. I was like banging on the door, begging my mom, like, let me out, and I wasn't able to get out. The cops got called, the ambulance came, and they took me to the hospital. I guess I was sad that I felt relieved that I had to get away from my mom. So my grandma was in town visiting her kids. She got a phone call from my caseworker. They were like, hey, we got nowhere else to go for Zach. We kind of need a place for him. We can't hold him at the hospital for forever. So she said, yeah, we'll take him. I've never had stability. It was a new thing to me. I never felt the love from my mom the way that like my grandma loved me. I had a stable home, finally someone who cared about me, and then I just threw it all away. I caught my first charge in Idaho, and it was a grand theft of a firearm. That first court hearing that I had was my grandma basically saying that, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to take him back. We don't have a plan in place to keep him safe. And so since I caught a charge, my only option was to stay in the JDC. The entire facility is echoey, like everywhere you can hear everything that's going on. And so just imagine that door just shutting on you. I definitely cried. I cried for a while. I cried myself to sleep. I ended up getting probation violation after probation violation, spending a lot of time in JDC from the ages of 12 to 17. We had this chaplain. His name was Jackson. He had an energy to him that was just like a warm, welcoming energy. Being as frequent as I am in JDC, always in and out due to probation violations, I get to know Jackson pretty well. It was just like super nice to have someone to be there for me. He saw past all of my issues, and he just looked directly at who I am instead of what my actions were, you know. I kept requesting those one-on-ones. It's just because he kept speaking that life into me, and I wanted some of that, you know what I mean? I needed that. Every time I'd leave the one-on-one, it was like a big weight off my shoulders. Instead of expecting the bad, he helped me turn that mindset around and expect the good things, and he made me feel like this was just a period of my life and that I could do something different. He was a really big reason why I started doing good, because he kept speaking that life into me. And then once I realized, I was like, okay, this is actually changing me. I'm actually starting to have real emotions, and I want what's good. I was tired of being depressed. I was just kind of tired of being tired. I realized that if you're being a leader about the right things, the good things come from it. A lot of people just need someone to push them in the right direction. Like, I feel like that's my calling. Speaking life into people is super important. Slowly but surely, you start believing it when you have someone believe in you more than you believe in yourself. That's really what happened with me. I didn't really know I was lonely until I found connection, and it was just like super nice to have someone to tell me that he believes in me and he sees something more in me than what I'm doing right now. He made me feel like I wasn't stupid for having the emotions that I was having. He made me feel like I was validated. It's definitely essential to have someone that you can always go to and know that they're not going to judge you.